Welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen and this is Jen Clayton Beauty. We do everything beauty and makeup, and that includes new eyeshadow palettes. I am so excited about this palette, this release from one of my favorite indie brands, Nomad Cosmetics. Nomad is a small family-owned business. They are a destination brand. So all of their palettes are based on different destinations, and then they tailor the color story to those destinations. And like I said, Nomad is one of my favorite indie brands. And when I got this palette in the mail, I was like, that is amazing. And the newest release from Nomad is the Chicago Speakeasy palette. This is the outside unicarton, and then this is the beautiful palette. It is velvet with gold foil. So we're gonna talk all about the new Chicago Speakeasy palette from Nomad. So if you're excited, give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. Turn your bell on because I upload lots and lots of new videos every single week. Down in the description box, I will link the brand new Nomad Cosmetics palette. I do have a discount for Nomad, so I'll put all of that information down below for you. When you see this video, the palette is officially released, so you can pick it up, grab it before it sells out. I don't know if this palette is limited edition, if it will come back if it sells out, so definitely check it out. Again, it is linked in the description box with a discount code, and I always appreciate you using my links and supporting the channel. I'll also have my favorite beauty subscription boxes. All of the other makeup that I'm wearing today, I've already done all of my base makeup, my brows, put on a lip oil. The only thing I haven't done yet with you is my eyes, because obviously we're using this new palette. I will also have my favorite indie brands with discounts, and come follow me on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. So let's talk all about Nomad's newest palette, Chicago Speakeasy. So like I said, this is the unicarton. I'm going to go ahead and insert close-ups here for you. I think the unicarton is really pretty. It has all of those quintessential Chicago images as well as the shades on the back. We have a 15 pan palette. We have 10 mattes and 5 duochrome, multi-chrome, beautiful shimmers. And then the palette itself, again, I love that it is red velvet. They did a velvet palette with their Ireland, which was green. And I just think the aesthetic of that is very, very nice, very high end. And then they have Nomad Chicago Speakeasy embossed in gold foil. Now this palette is beautiful. It is definitely a neutral palette. Now it's been a minute since Nomad has done a neutral palette, but I appreciate this one because it has a twist, not just with the multi-chrome, duochrome shimmers, but with a lot of the other shades in the palette. We've got some pinks, we've got some greens, and then we have all of the neutral shades. So I did receive a little card with my palette. It says new Chicago Speakeasy color and chrome palette. The destination is knock and speak easy with secret doors and special passwords. Chicago Speakeasy scene was second to none during the Prohibition. Via network of riverways and tunnels crisscrossing the city, and hot commodity was smuggled into concealed bars, buzzing with jazz playing, flappers dancing, and drinks flowing. 100 years later, Chicago speakeasies are still tops with original joints that take you back in time, and new places with reinvented classics. So pull up to Capone's old seat at the Green Mill, grab a Chicago fizz, and keep the good times going. So it says the palette is cozy with cocktails. Wrapped in velvet and Art Deco design comes mixology of colors inspired by decadent decors and libations and warm liquors garnished with a vibrant twist. 10 indulgent mattes and 5 exquisite multi-chromes. So all of the special shades in this palette are multi-chromes. That's insane. The cause is we're so proud to support the Friends of the Chicago River organization that works to protect and restore the Chicago River for people and wildlife. So not only is Nomad Cosmetics a destination brand, they also always give back to the community, always give back to a cause. Like I said, it's one of my favorite indie brands, and this palette definitely is speakeasy vibes to me. I love a neutral palette with a twist. We know I'm a colorful girly, but if I'm going to do a neutral palette, it's got to have a twist. And the fact that there are 5 multi-chromes in this palette and these beautiful mattes, I'm really excited about this. I will go ahead and pop up here on the screen the price of the Chicago Speakeasy palette. Again, I do have a discount code for Nomad, so that will come off of that price. And let me zoom you in and let's create an eye look. The first thing I'm going to do, as always, is prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I definitely want to bring in some of the purples. I'd even like to bring in this green here and then a few of the neutral colors as well, and then try out as many of those multi-chromes as I can. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick up the light green shade called the Green Mill, and I'm actually going to pop that into my crease. I'm going to even bring that a little bit above my crease. I do have slightly hooded eyes, so I do want to see this shade when my eyes are open. For this being more of a light green, kind of leaning pastel, it is so beautifully pigmented. It is going on so nicely. It's buildable. So if you want to diffuse it out, you're able to get a little bit lighter green. If you want to pack in the color like I am, you can definitely build it up to a nice bold color. Then I'm going to go into this purple shade called Knock and Speak Easy. And I'm actually going to put that in the outer corner of my eye, bringing that over to meet that shade, the Green Mill. This is a beautiful purple color. You know, I always say that purples can be really hard to formulate. They can end up being patchy, but this is not patchy at all. It's very pigmented. It's very beautiful. Back into that shade Green Mill, and I'm just going to blend that out. As always, I'm going in with my NYX glitter glue before going in with these multi-chromes. I'm so excited about these. I love a good multi-chrome, and Nomad has killed it with their multi-chromes in the past. So I'm hoping that these are that same amazing formula. So I'm going to apply one of the multi-chromes with my finger, one with a brush. So we'll start with my finger with this beautiful purple that shifts to blue to silver called Aviation. And I'm actually going to pop that on my entire lid except for the very, very inner corner. Ooh, that is so pretty. And for the inner portion of my lid, using an Earthly Cosmetics brush, I'm going to pick up the multi-chrome called Chicago Fizz. This one looks like it shifts from taupe to pink to green, so it's really going to pull in the green that's in my crease, and I'm going to place that right on the inner portion of my lid, right next to Aviation. Okay, that's really pretty. I love that it has a little bit more of a gold to it, and then you get that shift to green. I did want to show you too, I have a little bit of fallout. Not a big deal, I'll just wipe it away. I've already set my face, but be really mindful about tapping off your brush, especially with that dark purple shade. And then going into the brown called the Drunken Goat, I'm going to pick that up on a flat brush and buff it on my lower lash line. And with this orange to black to gold to beautiful multi-chrome boulevard here, I'm going to pick that up and buff it on top. That really helped just diffuse out the lower lash line, make it a little bit smoky, and you can see that pop of kind of the orange. You can see the pop of the orange and gold from the shimmer. And then of course I'm using Gin Ricky, the white multi-chrome, picking that up on a brush. I'm going to pop that in the inner portion of my lid. I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. It does have a little bit of a pink base to it, like a salmon pink. I really like it. One last quick blend, no added shadow. I'm going to do a liner, mascara, get ready for the day. I'll be back to show you my final look and share my thoughts on the Nomad Cosmetics Chicago Speakeasy palette. So here's the final look using the Nomad Cosmetics Chicago Speakeasy palette. This is everything that I wanted it to be. When I opened up this palette, I fell instantly in love with the color story. I love that it's neutral with a twist. I was able to use the purples. I used the one green matte, which I was pleasantly surprised at how beautiful that performed. We used browns. We used all of the multi-chromes except that for one, which is amazing that I was able to put all those beautiful shades on my lid. And I love my eye look. I think it is beautiful. I love that I used a neutral color on the lower lash line. I can't wait to create a full neutral look. I want to really focus on a purple look, kind of monochromatic. I can just see myself, I can see so many looks with this palette, and I like that this is different for Nomad Cosmetics. I love they kept with the same layout with the 15 pan palette. Love that we have 5 multi-chromes. That's insane in this palette, and beautiful buttery soft mattes. Everything I expected, and I really, really like this palette. I can definitely see myself using this a lot. This would be a great travel palette because it is a neutral palette with a twist. Everything about it, from the outside velvet cover to the beautiful inside color story, 10 out of 10. Absolutely love it. Love my look. Let me know down below, are you going to pick the palette up? What do you think of my eye look? I would highly recommend. I think this is an amazing, amazing release from Nomad Cosmetics. Again, I will have Nomad's newest palette down below for you, as well as that discount code. Again, thank you for using my link. It definitely helps support my channel. I'll also have my favorite beauty boxes, all of the other makeup that I'm wearing today. If you would like to shop this look, discounts to my favorite indie brands, and come follow me over on TikTok for more beauty and makeup. Another stellar release from Nomad Cosmetics.